It rained so much in parts of Durham last night that some of the road washed away. We had next to nothing.
We got something in the mail. Got our little renewal sticker.
Right. That comes after the state inspection. Yeah, it's 1:30 p.m. and it's still pretty nice out here, so I think we're going to try to work on the bench. I've been in the garage practicing the entertainer. Yeah, watch my feet so I don't trip. Y'all don't need to see me fall down while I'm walking. I'm pretty good at walking and talking at the same time, but you know, probably should watch where my feet are on the step. I've been practicing the entertainer after I blew the driveway, and I'm starting to add in the left hand, which makes it a lot slower. But I'm working on it. I always tell the kids in robotics and Johnny that you have to force yourself to practice the things you're not good at. Simply redoing over and over again the things you're already good at is not particularly helpful to self-improvement. So I played You're a Grand Old Flag and a couple other things in the entertainer with my right hand, but then I've really been trying to plug along with the left hand, because adding that in is where the real improvement comes. So you gotta practice the stuff you're not good at. What good is it to just do over and over again the things you're already good at or decent at? Is it time to work on wood? Is it time to work on wood?
Yeah.
Can we go do a project?
We're gonna go do a project right now.
Okay. Well, I
sawdust. We're gonna be making sawdust.
Oh, I don't like sawdust. But out there in the carport, I'm okay with sawdust. I only have to blow the area like 10 times during the project working period because I can't take it. But
that's right.
Well, mostly I'm trying to keep us from tracking it into the garage.
That makes sense.
Which is also why I blew the parking pad in the driveway this morning. So there was lots of debris on it, and we just track it in, and I don't want to track it in.
That's right, but we're gonna go make lots and lots and lots of sawdust.
Okay. See, even Tux is excited that we're back working on projects, Donnie. He's come over here to supervise. Oh boy. Well, Don hasn't quite pulled out every tool he owns, but he's got a lot of them out.
Yeah.
Router, sander, clamps, drills, screws, plus the saws that he's unpacked to use.
Yep.
So Don's putting a nice routed edge on the top side, both sides of the boards for the seat of the bench. I just got done cutting Johnny's hair. Those outside chairs and a, smock like the hairdresser has makes it a really good place to do a haircut. No vacuuming, sweeping, or whatever afterwards. It's all good. He still wanted it long on top and in the front. I did my best to leave it long there. Hey, you're using the new sander.
Yeah, it's working well. I like the adjustable handle in the front. I adjusted that, and that does help. I was right. It's trying to do wheelies with the big heavy battery in the back, so you do have to kind of put a little pressure.
Counterweight.
You don't really have to put any pressure on the back, because with this big 9 amp hour battery, I'm just resting my hand. I'm not pushing, but I'm putting a little pressure on to keep the front down. But it has plenty of power. I do think I like the 21-inch belt better than these 18s, but c'est la vie. Overall, I would say it hasn't missed a beat. It hasn't slowed down. I've been doing for 4 sides of this 4x4. It definitely blows out some hot air. We've lost one notch on the battery, so we're down to 75%. So, and I've been doing for about 5 minutes. So, in theory, that battery should last an hour, right? It's an 8 amp motor, the 9 amp hour battery. So that means it should run at 8 amps for over an hour. So, we don't know. I don't know yet. But right now, it's still cruising along, and it's removing the material pretty good. I mean, it's like standard, but I do miss the 21 inches. the extra couple inches of length on my other sander made it seem like it was doing more.
Wow, look at those pretty lilies. Wish I had some swallowtails buried up inside of them like they do sometimes. I'd go get the big camera. So Don tells me that before you start cutting a bunch of new wood, you really should check how level, how square, how straight the saw's cutting. And so that's what he's doing here. Better?
I think I went the wrong way.
Too far or the wrong way? Okay. You're a good kid. Thanks for letting me trim it up. Hopefully it's off your neck and the back. It feels cooler. Hopefully it's a good summer cut. Start of summer cut. Something like that. Well, the grass is dry. The front yard's in the shade. Don doesn't presently need my help. So I've got the 7 amp hour Ego battery. And I am going to mow the grass. It is time to mow the grass. We've got more rain coming, they say. I don't know how true that is or it isn't. But I'd like to get the grass mowed. Especially the backyard where the cats and I hang out.
Mom's mowing the lawn.
Alright, the front yard here is done. This side of the bridge and that side of the bridge. So Don is making that little dip on the side so that it's not above the bench in the front, but has a little bit of you know, is even with the back, at the back, a curve down. Unfortunately, Don was looking for a tool called a French curve, which he remembers us having. I think he remembers me having it in my hand while we were cleaning up the garage, and we can't find it. So he says he's used it twice in 30 years and today would have been the 3rd time. And basically just don't that beat all that, you know, those tools that you use infrequently, you have a darned hard time finding them.
That's all right.
I'm sorry if I contributed to you not finding it.
But look, this is only like this curve like this is I'm only cut this last curve, and it'll probably be the last curve I ever cut. So we'll find that French curve here in the next 10 minutes. But I'll be done then.
So here's the first one Don cut. He used a piece of wire. You know, he likes to use electrical wire for just about everything he needs on the job. So today it was the appropriate curve for pieces of wood. Right. And he's not done sanding yet and routing and all that good stuff. But they came out really close.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yep. Don's making these nice grooves again. What are they?
Shoulders. Well, I haven't cut them yet, but I'm going to come off up here. And what they'll do is the edge
will fit in there.
Sit there, and then the 1 inch on top, the seat slats.
Sure.
An inch. So
Okay.
they're only 3 inches. This is 4 inches. So, but like I said, I've got to cut it even because it can't stick up because the seat's going to be there. Actually, I'm going to cut it at a slight angle. That way it'll be flat. If I try to cut it perfectly straight, my carpentry skills aren't quite good enough. So if I'll cut it a little bit crooked, then it'll be okay.
Show me your sanded out side pieces. I think that's looking pretty good there.
Yeah.
I think it's looking really good, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. So this is the inside. So this you won't see this, but the seat. I've cut all these boards on one end.
Sure.
So the seat will basically go up like that. Like
yeah,
that.
like that. Yeah, flat in the front and then that raised edge at the back.
That's correct.
Well, your curve turned out good despite not having the tool you wanted. I think it looks really good.
Well, thank you, sweetheart. I do too. I think it worked really well.
I'm sitting here, cooling off, fans blowing on me, ice water, done mowing, done weed eating all the stuff I do every time, but none of the extra stuff. I got some extra stuff that needs done now, and I'm pooped. Wow, that's looking pretty spiffy, pretty spiffy.
Yeah. Well, I cut the shoulders at JB's suggestion. He said it'll really increase the
Strength.
And so I cut it a little deeper front to back so that the legs will be spread out a little bit. I mean, a real guy would have angled the legs, but I don't got that kind of skill.
I'm plenty impressed with your skill.
Yeah.
So you got a shoulder on two sides.
That's right. Well, that's because
you don't need it in the front because there's no.
Right.
There's the bench.
And then the seat will go like that.
Okay.
Something like that. May have to.
So Don says we're assembling tomorrow, which makes total sense because it's already after 6.
Yeah. I'm probably going to have to quarter round across the end grain so it'll be like a little V there. Otherwise it'll be this sharp edge. Because this is how the seat, well, the seat will go, the piece goes here.
Yeah.
Like that. That's how that's going to look. There'll be a little bit more of a gap, but I could see here I'm going to have to try to round over this end grain.
Sure.
And that's really hard to do.
My butt won't be that far back on the bench though, I promise.
Right, I understand. So anyway, yeah, we got this turned out to be, this part, the visible part's going to be 12 inches. The shoulder part, that's 3 inches. And so that's 12 plus 3 is 15, and then this is 1 inch, so that's 16. So that's how you come up with the 16 inches.
Way cool. I'm so excited to see it together. Hopefully the weather will cooperate tomorrow. That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be.
Miss Don's been working on the wood for 4 going on 5 hours.
Yeah, like
getting the project ready to go. Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, I'm good.
Me too. Don's finishing packing up for the night. The cats are doing what the cats do. They're taking cat naps. You can see over here that I got everything looking good. Don's a little not pleased that we didn't do something to keep the grass from coming through. I'll just come out here and either hand pull that or get a pair of scissors, one of the two. And yeah, it feels good not to be thinking I'm getting up tomorrow and I gotta mow the grass tomorrow. I like this. It's handled for the weekend feeling. I had a present in the mailbox today. Well, stop moving it so they can see it. It says, "Shall we dance?" Obviously, it's a Model X.
I was dancing.
Oh, okay. Tony Rod, screen printing and embroidery. I'll put the, yeah, there is a T there. They're a Tesla family. They advertised on the Tesla Diva Facebook group. A bunch of us ordered. I can say I'm really happy with it. They didn't have it in red, or I would have probably ordered red. But I like the pink, and I'm not sure if they're still doing a run now, but if they aren't now, I bet they will do another run before Christmas. So I like it. It looks awesome. I'm excited.
Yeah. I look forward to seeing you next week.
Aw.